Hello, in this video, I just want to talk about how to gain Twitter followers, what I've been doing to get them, grow Twitter, and also some thoughts on posting in social media in general, which is a great question. Before I begin, down below there's a link. It's on training on the most important part of internet marketing. And you know what that is? Yeah, converting. Converting, because traffic doesn't mean diddly cowpooey nothing without if you convert and actually get sales. So that's kind of important. Now lately I've been listening to a lot of Gary Vee, and he's very successful. I listen to him in the background. He's like, yeah. It's like hugely motivational. And somebody asked him a good question about it. Hey, how often should you post on social media and all that whole strategy? And his answer is, which I kind of agree with, is pretty good. You really can't post too much in a nutshell. And sure, you could piss people off, but you also gain a lot of momentum by it. So he's all about speed, about volume, and the third thing is quality. One of his sayings I liked was, if you overthink things, you're slow. When you're slow, people pass you. So what do you think about all that stuff? Huh? I think I like it. I think it's really good. It's really in a nutshell, I really do. About quality is really about your ego. Okay. He has a good saying that attention really is an asset. It's like a currency, and everyone's fighting for it. Your time is very valuable. So the more you post, the higher the chance of someone actually giving some of their time to you. Okay, that's what you're trying to get. And sure, you can kind of overdo it in a nutshell, but it's better to kind of post too much than too little across all social media platforms. So another leader which I really admire is Neil Patel. Probably because he failed big time at internet marketing, so I can relate. I can hey, he's like me. And he came back, so that's good. So I can relate. He had a story where you borrowed like $1 million and he spent a year of his life and just completely flopped. He said on Twitter that he increased his posting from, I think he said like 5 times a day, 10 times a day, and it really helped a lot. So he's a big believer that you should post at least 10 times a day on Twitter. Okay, that's for the most important thing you could do to grow Twitter is tweet a lot. What I've been doing is really posting very short, valuable stuff, because Twitter's all about shortness. That's all the history about it. It actually got started because of the team was spending too much money on instant messaging for their cell phone bills. So they created out. They made money off their problem they had, which is genius. But yeah, very short. The more valuable you think it is, the shorter it is, the better. With a picture. Pictures are great, and a lot of times not a lot of times, but some of the times I'll ask for a retweet or a like. And my philosophy is that if you get something really good and you ask for something like a like or retweet, it's good to ask because it's a reminder. People are so busy, they may just not even know that there's a retweet button there. They may just forget about it. There's a lot of truth to that. So how can you post 10 times a day? Well, you almost nearly have to get a tool. I haven't looked at all the tools out there. I'm using something called auto tweets. So you can plan in advance what you're going to post on Twitter. So you need some leverage, unless you have no life and you want to sit there every couple hours and post a tweet, which you just can't. It's almost nearly impossible. So to compete, you do need a tool nearly. All right. Now Gary Vee has another book called Jab, 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 Right Hook, Boom, and basically it's like give, and then kind of like ask. So you give value. I do it 4 times, and on the 5th time, I also do a promotional post, and on that promotional post, it sends people to a squeeze page, which basically captures email for email marketing. And to get people to click, one of the strategies I've been doing, I just offer a boatload of value. Otherwise, no one's going to waste their time to click on things. I actually learned that in phone sales a long time ago, believe it or not. But anyways, not to get too much on a tangent, but yeah, when it comes to Twitter, what I've been doing is I wake up every morning. I have 10 Twitter accounts, yeah. And it automatically sends out tweets, and I just follow 40 people and unfollow 20 people a day. It doesn't really take that long, and for the tools that sends out like auto tweets, I use that, and in about 2 or 3 months, I've got about 5,000 followers. So that's what I've been doing. I'm seeing it kind of grow. Another kind of important part of the puzzle is who do you follow? And the more targeted you get, the better it is. It really, you could find leaders in the niche you're interested in, that you're in, and find out who follows them, and then follow them. So you could do that. You could type in questions of pains and hurts that people in your niche may have, and it could bring you up with some people, and you could follow them. Another idea to get eyeballs on your posts is to put hashtags for popular terms that are in your niche or people are searching for, and that way you can help get eyeballs on that using the hashtags. You could comment on people's posts in your niche to get eyeballs too. It's another idea. So it kind of goes back to a philosophy which I'm going to share with you, which I thought was interesting. If you build a website, people just don't land on your website. You do have to kind of advertise, just like your Twitter accounts, your social media accounts, and all that kind of stuff. And on the flip side, I heard a really great saying, which I've been thinking about, from Whitney Cummings, who she co-created that show called Two Broke Chicks. And she kind of was interesting. She said that networking is largely a waste of time. Just focus on being really good, and people will come to you. And there's another book about Hollywood about be so great that people can't ignore you. And yeah, you kind of need both. You need to provide value, but you also have to advertise. And I look at advertising as kind of like networking in some way, maybe. But I can see it where she comes from, where it's like networking is kind of a waste of time, and you should not try to brown nose, I guess. But in a nutshell, I think Gary Vee, I probably agree with him the most. Speed, put out content, a lot of it, and quality is the third thing. Quality is not as important as what people think. Anyway, that's what I've been doing. I'm constantly learning. I'm constantly, I execute in the mornings, and in the afternoons, evenings, I kind of try to learn as much as I can. And if I find something really, really good, I'll share that across my social media platforms. Kind of like documenting what instead of trying to create, and it's much easier. Look at this YouTube channel, right? I'm just documenting, what I've been figuring out and sharing it. So I hope you get some value from this video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button if you don't know if that exists. Oh yeah, if you're interested in making some money online, there's a learning curve, okay? It takes some time. A lot of us, it's hard to have patience, We want success like that. We want the cookie. But there is a way to shorten your success, and that is from learning from other people who know what they're doing, and not doing the mistakes that they did. So you learn from other people's mistakes rather than making them yourself, which I think is much, much better. Look at Neil Patel, won $1 million, and it did nothing happened. So, just brain fart, but if you click that link below, I think it's really, really good training. Okay, I've been in internet marketing way before the Panda update in Google for a long time, and I've screwed up a lot. So it's really good training. Check it out. I'm sure you'll love it. It's definitely, definitely worth it. Okay, just trust me on that. Okay, and anyways, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and bye for now.